back to the channel. Uh, back from obviously the trip that I did, SoCal. I was doing Disney stuff, obviously, with the family, the wife, and let's just uh, let's just get into it. So, I don't know if you read the title or not, but one of the things I've been trying to do is basically get my well, I have a new phone mount, so I'm really happy about that, and it's like a different perspective or a different angle, and I want to try to see if I know how to get there by not by memory, but just kind of glancing at the directions. So but while I was in Disney, oh, by the way, I'm AC, the Navarro with the Camaro. Actually, not in the Camaro. I'm in my wife's 2012 Dodge Charger RT that we just got cleaned up, and I figured it'd be the fastest way to get to where I need to go. And yeah, it's just I have had no luck. Was down at Disneyland for a few days, and the whole launch happened with the Grinch Meal at McDonald's. If you're not aware, came out in the second. They come with a pair of socks. Well, you don't know which ones you're gonna get, but I've been hunting these things down every day. When we were on a trip over there in SoCal, obviously I was on vacation, so I didn't want to, basically, I didn't want to, try to get my time in with, family doing all that stuff, and it just didn't work out. Plus obviously, McDonald's over Disneyland food is just, it doesn't even come close. I know back in the day it used to be a Disneyland McDonald's inside the park, I think at DCA, but that's no more. It was a long time ago. And so I just figured, maybe on these casual nights, late nights, like, okay, cool, I'll pop in and go stop by, maybe in the road trip during. But we were so adamant about, saving our, meal and not doing it. What we should have did was we should have, at the time we were taking the road trip, because we stopped at like Bravo Land and all that in Kettleman City, and we stopped to get food at Costco. So when we gassed up in Gilroy, and we were taking the SUV, obviously, right? We had like 6 people with us. So it was a packed house, and we didn't want to do any more stops because it took us 8 hours to get from basically San Jose to there. So it just was not going to be in the cards. And each time we stopped, there was a McDonald's, but we're like, we already ate. So that kind of stopped it. And then by the time we got to there and settled in, we ended up having basically a late dinner. And so it was like, yeah, probably could have ate before that, but in retrospect, probably should have just ordered the whole thing or whatever, so yeah. Oh, and sorry if I'm not glancing exactly at the comments. I'm so used to like wearing my Ray-Ban Metas and having like notifications, but I can't read always what's on there. But thanks for tuning in. Just on my way to, as ridiculous as it sounds, McDonald's to get the Grinch Meal, the socks. My wife wanted a pair of socks, which is Mrs. Navarro. So I was since it came out, we had some family friends that went and got it. Should have probably got it then, but we went and ate after church and all that stuff. So just we're like, we're not going to eat Red Lobster and then go get McDonald's. It just wasn't. I was like, oh, they still have them. I was like, that was Sunday, and it released on Tuesday. So I'm like, almost a week. And now it's been literally 7 days since the release date. And the Grinch is always popular. Obviously, it's collaboration with McDonald's, but and it's like Christmas edition socks. So they have a variety pack. It's like 1 of 6. And I think what really set in for my wife, when we saw one of our family friends, their kid open one of these things and get the ones that I personally wanted, which was the green sock that has the ornament and all that. I have to have it. And not for me, but obviously seeing my wife's expression, she didn't care which one, she just wants the socks. So you know what, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. And I'm not doing the whole eBay thing, go buy it, or not really gonna be like, let me go drive all the way somewhere, Boondock Saints or whatever, that may have, probably still have them. I just was like, kind of found a spot that a lot of people don't think about going to, and I said it's manageable. I have to wait till after traffic, because I just don't want this thing to consume any more of my time, because I've been thinking about it, and I'm just like, basically was having to do all this stuff post after. So I basically we took a 2000 Navigator down to SoCal. It's got like 220,000 miles, right? Maybe it's got 224,000 miles, but I basically wanted to, for the most part, make sure that vehicle was good to go with 6 people, full luggage. Like, we had luggage even on top of the roof. We had like one of those like waterproof roof pouches things. I don't know what you call them though, but for cargo, extra cargo. So we put all of the heavier, bit bulky stuff on top. It was crazy. I wish I actually covered that. It was on a live stream earlier in the week, but I didn't really go into detail with it because it was just about Bravo Land or whatever. And then as soon as we got there, took it off, because I don't like to have luggage outside that somebody can just go and see or whatever. So but yeah, so like I said, it's basically, we've been talking about McDonald's, and I mean, I haven't used McDonald's. Trust me, I like eating other foods and stuff, like some either restaurants or my wife and I, we really do a lot of like cooking and stuff. So we'll do like Trader Joe's, Costco stuff. Like, I just like to try different types of like store-bought food, from basically the tier, right? Walmart, Target, Costco, Trader Joe's. I would go to Sprouts, but it's just crazy, a lot of these stores, because of how packed the parking lot is. And so I figured it's just not worth going to or whatever. So we'll see. But yeah. I'm in a 2012 Dodge Charger RT. So it's my wife's car. It's got 159,653 miles on it, and it's running really good. I'm very impressed with like Dodge for how my wife and I do drive this car a lot. We've gone to SoCal with it. We've gone everywhere with this car, and definitely been trying to do some things here and there for the car, just so that we can keep it. I mean, I think my goal with this car, if possible, is to get to 200,000 miles. It may be a long shot, because they're talking about another 40,000 miles, but I think at the rate that we are when we're driving the vehicles, this is my wife's daily, so it's probably going to be like, I'd say in a year it's going to get like easily, I'd say probably get like 20,000 miles, unless we get another vehicle that's going to be like take over the daily, and then this gets like kind of semi-retired. But my goal for this car is to make sure to get this to 175,000 miles. And it's not just from doing all these little like McDonald's runs and stuff like that, but it's just been a super dependable car. Been able to just go zip in it and all that. And yeah, so it's definitely been a journey. But anyways, with like McDonald's and stuff, man, it's just, well, went actually earlier. I wish I had it, because I went there earlier on my other live stream for Instagram, but clearly they're sold out. They're gonna be sold out. They even had the signs in Spanish, and this is like pretty much every single one in San Jose. And so I was like, Milpitas, same in my hometown. I was like, it ain't gonna happen. So kind of like threw in the towel and said, I don't think it's gonna happen. I honestly don't think it's gonna happen unless we went somewhere really out of town that is still gonna have them. And I was just, like I said, you know, we had our dinner and all that. My wife, you know, we had like lobster bisque or whatever with I can't remember what it's called. Basically with like pasta lobster or whatever, right? Ravioli lobster. So it was really good, but I guess for my wife, just she liked it, but you know, it's like I said, we've had it. I think it was a little bit too creamy or whatever, you know, which I like it, but she just kind of was like, it wasn't as whatever. I guess based on fresh, because this is like when you buy stuff at Costco, you get it in bulk, so it's been in the freezer, and then we defrost it, and in time, because it was our second one, we was like, let's just eat this because, you know, it's a cold night. It's like, you know, 46 degrees outside. At least that's what my car says. And I figured, you know, she's like, I just kind of want like a little snack or whatever, you know, like it was enough. But I said fine, because we're gonna do movie night and probably watch Hallmark or something like that, or, you know, because I'm not watching any of my sports teams or whatever, you know. I gotta wait till usually I record the games and then I try to watch them and fast form, because, well, just basketball can be a long game, and I can't always just be like, hey babe, I just want to watch the Lakers game, unless it's like a big time like Lakers Celtics or something like that, or Warriors. Oh, I'm watching that thing live. But the regular season and all that, it's like just gonna watch it, you know, whatever, and I watch it on my own time, and fast forward through all the commercial breaks and all the like dead plays, you know. And yeah, so, you know, basically trying to you know, oh cool, okay, so my GPS does tell me in real time. I haven't had to use GPS and do a live stream at the same time, because obviously you shouldn't be driving while live streaming. I mean, like holding the phone, but you know, for me, I'm just basically like, I kind of know where I need to go. I just need to glance and go see where the thing tells me to, like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go here, make a right here, or whatever, you know, vice versa, yada yada yada. And I just know I don't have to go on the freeway anymore. So I believe I take this road all the way up, and it's kind of like a back road area. It's not a very this isn't a very common McDonald's, and I think that's what makes it a gem, is because I used to work for Napa Auto Parts. I was doing basically I was like a manager trainee, and counterman, did deliveries, wholesale, dispatcher. I used to do all the jack of the trades for anything there, and I'm almost there, because it's if I could remember, because I remember during the pandemic I used to go over here. You can't see it on this side, but there's a Trader Joe's over here, and at the time when there was like toilet paper crisis, ration, I had actually started driving up to, oh, there we go, okay, yep, I found it. I didn't want to get over because I got too many cars, so I'll have to just make a U-turn. But yeah, missed it by a couple of shots or whatever. But yeah, I mean, and how I remember it is because if you can see, I don't know if you can see it, you got the Tesla dealership. So I don't know if you can see that or not, but I just got to make a U-turn or whatever. But yes, that's how much of a gem Los Gatos is that you will never find Tesla dealerships, but guess what? Los Gatos has a Tesla dealership. How I know that is because I was a long time ago, I was trying to get in and see if I could do something with Tesla, and that was one of the places that offered it. Location was that. So But yeah, I believe we're here. So let me just confirm that this is the right one, and I'll give you an update. I'm just here at the light at McDonald's. Unfortunately, this car, you can't see it with the angle, so give me a second. Okay, so I just found out my order. I just checked in, so that it's ready. I'm trying to just do a drive-through. I don't want to walk in holding my phone and all that. Trying out a new case, a new phone mount, because I can't hold any of my things. I can't find one that's not a cup holder, and just the way it sits, I'm kind of been wanting to do this style of a POV, basically, besides my Ray-Ban Metas. And when I do YouTube, unfortunately, I can't use the Ray-Ban Metas. I can't even use the audio on them because it'll just mute it. So well, actually, now there's a line, so I missed my window, but it's all good. So I think these people are in line next, but I'll just wait. So yeah, but I'll spill the beans after of where it's at exactly. But you know, definitely no. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't want to be that person like cut somebody off and stuff, you know, because I'm pretty sure I'm the only one out of this area that's not from this area. And you know, I want to make sure that I'm on good graces with this place, because I've been here for selected businesses, not obviously McDonald's, but let me turn this off because it just keeps beeping. But yeah, I'm just I'm excited that I'm actually gonna be able to get one of these things. And unfortunately, I'm not gonna do the unboxing or anything like that, because my wife's just in her pajamas and stuff, getting ready to watch a Hallmark movie, or whatever Christmas movie. We're just in the moment to like watch that kind of this stuff or whatever, and especially getting back from Disneyland and DCA, you know, we just want to enjoy just some quality time that we didn't get to do, because like I said, every day, at least for me, every day I was walking 20 to 30. Okay, I never hit 30,000, but I hit actually no, I did. I think one of the days I did. But I basically would hit average 20 to 30,000 steps, and that's not even a full day. That's just like sleeping in or whatever. If I ever did a rope drop where I'm there like 8 a.m., oh, easily I've done over 30 something stuff. And fortunately, I used new shoes. That was my first mistake, and they weren't proven shoes. They were old shoes that I got from 2020, which were some LeBron James when he won the championship with the Lakers in the bubble. I really was a fan of those shoes, so I said I was going to get those first time shoes as he was a Laker or whatever. But yeah, and I might have to just log out again, because I have a I gotta put in my order. Well, I don't have to put it on, I gotta check in my order. So I'm here at McDonald's, basically at I would say kind of a remote location. It's not one that people pass by all the time, but if you're a local, this is your McDonald's. But for somebody like me, I just drive up here and be like, okay, I passed through it. I don't even see this side of town, but how I know it's there is because I remember there was a Tesla dealership, and which there aren't any Tesla dealerships really. I mean, they're starting to kind of, I think, do that. I think Morgan Hill was like the first one I've ever seen. That's a huge one, but this is like a small one, like a showroom, I guess you could say. That's not a part of a mall, because that's how Tesla used to do all their marketing, was at a mall, because they weren't a dealership. They offered rides and things like that, you know. So that's how they kind of got around it, because they don't keep all the cars there. You can order your car there, you can test drive it off property, but you know, you don't go in. It's not your cliche dealership where you got like 5-8 salesmen there. You know, oh, you're interested in this car? Let me show you this car. It's like, well, we have this one. These are the options. They show you it on tablet. And if you want to go for a test drive, they may offer that. But so we'll see. But yeah. So I'm almost about to be up. I gotta go look at the app real quick for a second, and then let's just cross our fingers and hope that they were like, oh, I'm sorry, we sold it, but I had to do a mobile order. So I called them. Okay, wish me luck, but let me just check in with my there we go, PG02. All right, let's see here.
Hi, would you like to use the McDonald's app today?
Yes, actually, I have a mobile order. That's not good. Let's see, maybe it's the second one I gotta do. Because they have like 2 windows. I think they're just checking since I don't. Because sometimes they have one where it just, if they have more workers, they can do 2 at a time. But I think this one is, they just check in and then they'll confirm my order when I get. Because I can hear that one. This one I can't hear as much. Oh, they just put the lights on. But let's hope that I can get it. Because I don't want to reveal if I burnt myself by jinxing myself, I guess. So we'll see. All right, I'll pull it.
All right, what can I get for you today?
Yeah, I have a mobile order.
Yeah.
It's
What's your code?
PG02, I believe.
For AC?
Yes, AC Navarro.
Would you like your receipt?
Yes, please.
Okay, first window, please. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. They said they have it. Well, it shows it on the menu. I wish I showed you the menu real quick because they showed my order and all that. This one's actually a really nice one. It's got like an old school rendering and stuff, but they said first window. But yeah. I don't know why I asked for a receipt. I guess. I may have my mobile order receipt anyways. But I think they'll just give it to me on my thing. Okay, we'll have to pick it up. Okay. I'll just show you the sock, but I can't open it. I promised my wife that she would be the one to open it. And the good thing is, like, oops. Oh, thank you. Okay, I'm just gonna confirm just to make sure. But okay, cool. We got it. All right, it's at the bottom. I'll show it after, but let me just get out of the way. Okay, so we did get it. The good thing is that this is like maybe on a good day, no traffic like right now, about 15 miles away. So we're just leaving right now. The what is it called? The McDonald's Los Gatos. I can't remember the name of the street. Basically, like the most common street, across from the Tesla dealership showroom. So if you look at this bad boy, you can see all that. So it's pretty cool. That's how I remember, because I just automotive person, obviously Tesla, you know, people are like, not really considered a car, but it's technically automotive, so you know. But yeah, so, and it's funny because I actually saw somebody with their wife doing a meal box thing. So maybe if I hit another light, I'll show it. I'm not gonna show the actual sock, but let me see if I can just catch this light real quick, because I didn't want to get on like the 17 or whatever in Los Gatos, and I came from the 85. But let's just okay, there we go. There we go, baby. These are the socks. The Grinch sock. Oh wait, there's a Grinch socks. I mean, I don't know if they're the green Grinch socks, but this was, it's an unboxing, so you can't tell what it is. So, you know, I won't know until obviously after the live stream ends, but this is something that a lot of people have been running around trying to get since, I would say probably since yesterday evening, because dinner time was when we were trying to see if we can get it for a late night snack, and every place sold out. And then I kind of thought I saw it on the apps, but I didn't. It was false hope. It was just the fries, and I'm like, okay, cool, I'll try the fries, because it's kind of a cool thing. Like, you get the fries, and you can get the Grinch fries and basically like shake them up or whatever. And so, you know, it's cool. But oh, we got a cop pulling up, or okay, he's getting on the freeway. But yeah, a lot of people in the Bay Area right now are going crazy over the Grinch Meal socks. And I was like, one thing have I learned is that you gotta buy stuff when it comes out, because, you know, I hate to say it, because hype beast, right? Hype beast will just buy it, and they don't even want it. They just know that it's a hot commodity, right? Like, it's limited. And the thing I like about, at least with McDonald's, is at least on the app or in person, I think you're only limited to get 2. So, you know, I wish it was the socks. I wish it was just like all the same color, like the color that I want, the green ones, because those I feel like are the Grinch socks. Like, I don't think they need to do 6 different styles. But if you love the Grinch, well, the more the better, right? So, you know, that I understand why they did that for hype. And everything right now is about unboxing, unpackaging, like mystery pack, right? You know, if you're a Pokemon person, cards. You know, I used to collect baseball cards, basketball cards, football cards in the late 80s, early 90s. By the time I got to like the 2000s, I kind of stopped, early 2000s, just because at that time the collection, and then I had other things that were consuming my time and money or whatever. Plus I was working too, so I was like, I don't want to just buy a bunch of, you know, sports cards or whatever. I even used to collect comic Marvel cards and stuff. Those would have been worth so much money now. But I never got into Pokemon, never will. You know, I just enjoy to watch it through my buddies and stuff that are into it, but I don't understand anything about it. And well, like I said, that was a breeze to be able to get there. So anyways, I went to the Los Gatos McDonald's. They have it. You heard it from me. AC, Street Guy 73, the Navarro with the Camaro. I don't always do these like shameless plugs about like where it's at, but it's the holidays, The Grinch. It's been on my mind since the second, even prior to that, because I heard about the launch, and I wasn't sure how much my wife really wanted a pair. I just figured, okay, fine, we're gonna go to McDonald's one day, we'll get them or whatever, no big deal. We'll do it when we get back. And then it became a big deal because by the time we wanted to eat, we got back Saturday night. We were just super burnt out, and then we went to like Chili's and stuff, and so instead of having McDonald's, then we went to Chili's to have like a late, whatever night dinner, and then basically yeah, so, and then Sunday fun day, just ended up eating out at a restaurant, and I was so full from that I just didn't even want dinner, after that. And so basically had, pretty big lunch, a late lunch, big lunch, but and then I had to get all the stuff done after the road trip, right? So I had to basically service the Navigator, make sure all the fluids are good for the next trip, because it's my in-laws vehicle now, which they bought from my parents, but that was our family car, so it was a good car. I was like, hey, I don't want them just to sell to anybody. I'd rather have it get passed down through her side of the family, and then I still have access to be able to help maintain it, things like that, and maybe when I get to the stoplight, I'm about to exit right now, and I'll be in the back roads. I don't want to be sitting there trying to hold, going like 65, holding the Grinch Meal. Like, people probably look at me crazy, like, why is this guy holding a kid's meal or an adult Happy Meal? But it makes it exciting, I guess. Fast food to me was never exciting except as a kid, and it was the Happy Meal, right? You get the cool toy or whatever, and then you became an adult and you're like, and then maybe like early 2000s, I seen flashes of it here and there. I'm like, hey, you know what? That's pretty cool. Like, I remember Burger King did like a SpongeBob release of the watches, but you bought the watches, you didn't have to buy the meal. So that was kind of dumb because you're not buying food, you're just exclusive product. And I still have the SpongeBob watch or whatever. And then I think even Burger King did this really cool one, and I didn't have an Xbox, but at the time my shipmates, when I was in the military, he had one, and so did my roommate. I never was an Xbox person. I just loved playing Halo, but they had a Burger King BK like golf cart racer game, and it's with that creepy BK guy, the king, I don't know what they call it, but so that game was fun. We used to play it all the time, and I don't know what other games it came with, but you can only get it at Burger King, so I bought that. I would love to play that game again, just because I used to play it all the time in like 2007, 8, 9, I think, and then I left. Then I moved out of San Diego. By the time it was 2009, I think I moved out, moved to Vegas or whatever. But okay, I think I almost hit a stoplight, but I'm almost home. I just basically gonna go drop it off, but I want to show you guys this. This is like what the buildup is. Like, as ridiculous as it sounds, yes, we're talking about a McDonald's, the Grinch Meal in the Bay Area, okay? My hometown's Milpitas. They don't have any. They have like 5 McDonald's. None of them have it, at least through the apps. And I'm not going to be that guy to call and say, do you have them? I mean, your app says, if the app doesn't say you have it, it saves you the trouble of, if it's not even, in some McDonald's, they don't even show it available. So it's like, if you don't even know, and that's always your McDonald's, you will never know if you don't use the app. The app markets it more than, well, TV does too, and social media, right? But so I just was like, just scrolling, and I was like, let me try this area. I'm like, these are kind of nearby, and I was like, Los Gatos. right there. It's after traffic hour. I think I could just pop in there real quick. Like no traffic. I hate being in traffic. I'm not going to be in traffic just to get a pair of socks. I know some people are crazy and like, oh man, you drove all the way to Los Gatos just for a pair of Grinch socks. It's not just that. It's something my wife wants to do. And she has no idea because I don't even think she follows my live stream, at least on here on YouTube. This is like new for her. So she's not on YouTube all the time like the other platforms like Instagram, right? Like Instagram, that's the one that we use to send each other like, real